to work in the mornings.
Yeah, that's nice.
Welcome to another game of College Bowl Prediction Series. This one is the Valero Alamo Bowl between the Washington Huskies and the Baylor Bears. Washington comes in with a 7-5 record, finishing tied for 4th in the Pac-12. Baylor comes in with a 9-3 record, finishing tied for 3rd in the Big 12. Here's where the stats start getting very uneven. Baylor comes in averaging 43.5 points per game. Washington comes in averaging 31.5 points per game. And here's where they get worse. Total yards, Washington comes in 57th in the nation, averaging just under 400 yards per game.
400 yards per game.
Pretty good. Baylor comes in 2nd in the nation with 571 yards per game.
That's really, really good.
That's
like a lot good.
Too good. Passing, the Huskies are 47th in the nation, averaging just over 255 yards per game. Baylor's 5th in the nation, averaging just under 370 yards per game.
Yeah, Robert Griffin III, pretty sure he won the Heisman. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he did, though.
To make matters worse, on the ground, the Huskies are 66th in the nation, averaging 152 yards per game. The Baylor Bears are 18th, averaging 215 yards per game.
Yeah, I mean, Karen Scanaway, Baylor Bear running back, good. Also have Robert Griffin III, also
better.
Good. So, it could be like a dual threat kind of rushing attack.
Robert Griffin III, a.k.a. Heisman Swag winner, comes in with 3,997 yards passing, 36 touchdowns, and a lowly 6 interceptions.
That's insane.
Keith Price comes into this game with 2,625 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions, which isn't bad.
Yeah,
he's just going up against the Heisman winner.
Yeah, the 29 touchdowns, yeah, it's good. 11 interceptions, it's okay. Yeah, but then you realize that you're playing, Baylor. They're good.
Washington's leading rusher, Chris Polk, comes into this game with just under 1,350 yards running, averaging over 5 yards a carry with 11 touchdowns. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good runner.
Terrence Ganaway comes in with just as many yards and 16 touchdowns. Just kind of one up.
Yeah, I mean, he has about 6 yards per carry. He's a good rusher, as the stats show. 16 touchdowns.
And then Baylor's backup running back, he's not really a backup, it's Robert Griffin III. 2nd on the team rushing yards with 644 and 9 touchdowns, averaging 4 yards a carry. Baylor comes in with an even more explosive wide receiver who has nearly 1,600 yards in the season, averaging over 15 yards a catch, and has 13 touchdowns.
Yeah, Kendall Wright, he's definitely a record setter for Baylor. I think he definitely could have a promising career in the NFL. Washington's defense is not good at all. They are 116th in the entire FBS, and that's just against the pass. They allow about 284 yards passing, and then you have Robert Griffin III, who passes a lot. He has a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns.
Don't make me watch this game.
It's going to be a very, very hard game for Washington. And also, their running game isn't the best either. When they played Stanford on October 22nd, Stanford ran for about 450 yards and 5 touchdowns in their 65-21 wins. This game is going to be very high scoring, and for one team. Yeah. Even though Baylor's defense is ranked 114th in the FBS, it's still Baylor.
Washington's offense, they bring something to the table, but not much.
Not enough. Just not enough. Baylor is a 10-point favorite over Washington, and that has to go way, 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 way up.
I'd give Baylor 17 points.
I'll give them 21. Baylor wins by a lot.
I'm taking the upset. I'm going for Washington. I'm just kidding. I take the Baylor Bears in this game 56-24.
I'm going to take Baylor 56, it's the same as you, to 14. It's not going to be close.
This is not going to be a pretty game. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. We are live tweeting during almost every game we get the chance for.
Yeah, some of the games where it's like nothing happening.
And coming up, by the time this video comes out, There will be multiple games on the same day. We will not be able to live tweet during all of them.
No, I have a life.
And multiple games at the same time, which would be impossible to live tweet.
Unless we do live tweeting, one person does a live tweet, the other person does a game.
Yeah,
maybe.
we could
maybe
do that.
Yeah.
But be sure to follow us on Twitter. dot on the front of the table. Twitter.com/Dr. Gitsum and
Twitter.com/Scott Aurelius.
see you guys there.
Our next bowl game is the Bell Helicopter Armed Forces Bowl between BYU and Tulsa.